But Terrorblade? Super.
I just feel like they really don't want to lane the DK against the Racer. Maybe decide to go Racer against the DK, they need to swap or something.
Yeah, lane-wise this is gonna be super chaotic. Anyhow, I mean, you can always switch up the lanes depending on which team gets themselves in that position to just win 2 out of the 3 lanes. That team gets to lane switch without losing more farm. They can just push out a creep wave, then teleport over.
But what we haven't talked about, actually the Nyx is pretty good against Black Hole as well. You can just carapace and walk into it. But they have a lot of melee heroes on TNC, and if this Enigma gets a good game and gets like a BKB, she might be able to pull off really good black holes. And the black holes with mid-type pulls deal so much damage, even a Terrorblade, a Tide, and a Dragon Knight can die inside. So this Enigma could be a pretty key hero here.
Yeah, Midnight Pulse with that percentage-based damage also so huge because TNC, they have 2 beefcakes, and Terrorblade is inevitably gonna become the 3rd tank in any team just because of the amount of stats he likes to pick up.
Do you think there might be a chance that they actually play the Terrorblade on mid and try to lane the DK against the Queen of Pain?
I would love that. I'm a big fan of the mid lane Terrorblade. If you ask me, that the hero's toolkit is supposed to be good. It's just that his health pool is way too low in Dota 2 compared to Dota 1 for to be a mid hero.
But yeah, I guess this Racer is gonna go safe lane, so it's a crop mid for sure. But Lycan is walking there as well, but he's probably just spawning the wolves. No, it's actually a Lycan.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has 2 tangos. Yeah, I guess he is gonna have the advantage last hitting, but there is not gonna be a lot of kill potential against this Dragon Knight, even with a support rotation, unless that support happens to be a Snapfire level 3 or something.
"30 seconds to battle."
Anyway, tied off, DK mid. Nyx is starting with boots, like I said. This guy is gonna just creep skip the whole game, trying to enable the Tide against the Racer. On bot lane they are already running at the outpost.
And running at the Phoenix. March, I think, against the Snapfire plus Queen of Pain is gonna have a very hard lane on Phoenix too. Because while Phoenix is one of those heroes, he's a support, he's meant to fall off, he's meant to suffer during the laning stage. Nice rune steal there from Tims on the Neeks. But Phoenix, he's supposed to fall off, but he still needs to use some of his health for his spells. So having a damage over time put you in that position where if you Icarus dive plus spirits, now you're gonna take out to the dagger kind of situation. It can be fatal for a Phoenix.
Right, so the Dragon Knight actually managed to block the midwave into his tower, so he might actually be able to deny.
For like 10 years now. I'm fairly certain this guy has the biggest hero pool there is.
And on the top lane we can already see the Nyx skipping the creep wave, trying to enable the Tide. So
well, yeah, that seems to be working quite alright so far. Snapfire, without the cookie, she can't really punish the Neeks for that. Okay, and it looks like we got ourselves another pause with fun little hero clicker game. I've already spotted the crystal maid. Nobody seems to care for playing this time around.
So if you look at the top lane, their creep pull actually didn't work out super well. The Razer just pulled the wave behind his tower, and now it's Razer against Tide 1v1 there again. And on the other side, the Nyx and the Snapfire are battling for the rest of the creep wave, so it's actually 2 1v1s right now. And I'm not sure if this is favorable for the Tide.
Yeah, I don't think laning against a Razer 1-on-1 is exactly what he had imagined going into this lane stage as well. Honestly, that's a pretty nice outplay from the side of Sirius there, outmaneuvering that creep pull is hard. But I think the result of this, the net result of this, is just gonna be the lane hitting equilibrium again, right? Like after these creep waves, the creeps should just about arrive in the middle unless either hero is once again in a position to pull a creep wave.
I think this Tide is just gonna try to pull the Razer away from the wave right now, and he's probably gonna keep staying in that area. Like either skip between tier 2 and tier 3 or stay like there. I don't think this Tide wants to in any way play the lane normally. Like he really can't.
Yeah, but laning against the Razer, that is something no offlaner can do. If you pick a Razer, he dominates offlanes. You said it yourself, he needs to win the lane. Well, any one of those tank heroes, whether it be initiators, counter initiators, or whatever else, they will suffer against Razer.
Yeah, but he's doing fine right now. He got the next creep wave. He's gonna keep doing that. No big deal. Maybe.
Yeah, as long as he can farm without the Razer there, it's really good. I think creep wave, he can just tank it. He doesn't carry his anchor smash anyways.
Dire's top
As for
tower is
Gabby on
under
the
attack.
TB, actually a surprisingly good laner against the Terror, against the Enigma. A surprisingly bad laner against the Queen of Pain, I imagine, but we're gonna see about that once she gets some burst damage online.
So his Lycan is actually struggling a bit to get his last hits. That's why on the mid Lycan I always like to get the early Blightstone. It delays your Dominator or your Necrobook, but usually it gives you that 10% extra damage you need to actually secure and deny the last hits.
Yeah, so armor scales diminishingly. Wouldn't that mean that if Dragon Knight, who is maxing Dragon Blood right now, isn't this gonna counter that in like 1 or 2 more creep waves of experience anyways?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, and even at that point when he has high armor, instead of a 10% damage increase, it still gives you like a 7% damage increase. So no big deal, but you wanted to like secure last hits and stuff, and also it increases your jungle farm by a lot. I really like that Blightstone on multi-unit heroes, it's so good, since all your units benefit, and it's so cheap.
Yeah, so far the only one who seems to be benefiting from this mid lane is our Mel, who on that Dragon Knight couldn't ask for a better matchup. But like, and maybe if he gets level 6, he just runs at somebody in the
Radiant's
off lane.
bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, this Terror Blade makes for a prime target.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Just what I've been waiting for.
But yeah, as long as this Lycan is farming, I think he feels super confident, because they don't have a lot of solutions for the Lycan. And like we already said, this Razer is probably gonna take care of the Tide, and the Lycan is gonna take care of the rest of the team.
Well, I mean, if it all works out, it's gonna be really nice. Like, and while he's free farming, he is farming fast for Lycan despite having such a horrible lane matchup. I mean, he's constantly getting ran at by Armel, who's just tanking the tower to try and go for another deny there. Really being as much of a pain in the ass as he can be. However, old chicken for Lycanthrope if we compare this to your average safe lane lycanthrope, he's still doing an excellent job getting himself online, getting himself momentum. At level 6 he could turn that into a kill, which I think he really has to if he wants to punish TNC for the lack of an answer here.
So right now the Lycan is at a point where his lane actually gets a bit more fun, cause he has level 5 wolves and they actually have 60% attack speed slow, which in the early game is like super good.
Oh yeah, that cripple. That's actually a ridiculously strong attack speed slow early on. I mean, most people just always consider it as slow, and the slow is what matters when you're sending your entire
Radiant's
army to
bottom tower
run
is
down
under
one
attack.
hero when you have your ultimate on. But we're not that far in the game yet. And right now he just wants to be used to the Dragon Knight, so preventing him from blast
Radiant's
hitting
top tower
should
is under
already
attack.
allow Lycan to hold back ahead in the last net worth. Get up there with the Dragon Knight for a while.
SDK is hitting the tower now, they shouldn't... It always feels good when you can do that on DK and you're not getting contested pretty much. But yeah, if this Lycan actually just sends the wolves on in and gets that attack speed slow and some damage in, I think they're fine holding the tower.
It's gonna be hard getting that damage in, so... I mean, even against two heroes, they don't dare to leave their tower range to try and run into our Mal there.
Yeah, this Lycan just wants to finish his Dominator and then he can actually try to do some stuff.
I mean, right now, I think it really depends. Can the Lycan either kill off the Terrorblade or another high-value hero here at some given point?
Actually, I'm not a fan of early Lycan rotations. Usually, it feels like you can farm super efficient and your hero kinda peaks at something like level 10 to level 11, where you finish your Dominator Necro Book 1. Sure, you can like use your ultimate to get a kill and a tower, especially if you have like a Centaur Stomp, but it also feels really good to just farm up on the mid Lycan.
Okay, we'll see how good it will feel for him to farm up here, because Armel is doing the very same thing, and even this Terrorblade.
There's a kill of Phoenix.
Just how...
First blood actually.
Radiant's
The
bottom
Enigma
tower
already
is
having the
under attack.
Necro Book just right clicking him.
Yeah,
And also,
I was gonna talk about how devastating this bot lane is, but looks like it's just gonna get destroyed here.
and also since the Enigma got the Necro Book, she's gonna put a lot of pressure on this tier 1 tower. And not sure if TNC can
Radiant's
react
bottom
against
tower
that.
is under attack.
Like, even if they would put the Tide to defend there, I can just black hole him. Actually, he's super strong right now.
Yeah, this is
Radiant's
Enigma
dive on mid
not
lane.
Is under
gonna-
attack.
I see it. It's gonna be XCJ dying only
Dire's middle tower
tactfully.
is under attack.
What's that?
So this is the
Light.
answer from TNC, rotating mid and forcing the tower with meta. And now the Lycan is going in. He has
Oh, that's gonna be gaming card. So I keep saying the Lycan needs to
I think they get the Green Knight as well.
Yeah.
Like he's not doing pretty well. Oh no.
Never mind.
I talked too early.
There is a reason why I always wait till I see what's happening and jinxing stuff like this, which happens a surprising lot for some reason, but man oh man.
Yeah. So this was a pretty nice ult for the Lycan, and now he can just continue farming. And the moment he gets that Necro 1, he's gonna have a really high power spike this game.
Yeah, seems like Sirius, they could take the series to a 2-0 as quickly as they won the
Having
first
on
game.
top, the Dragon Knight is ready to get the next tower.
Once again,
Looks like
Snapfire gets killed off by the Dragon Knight here.
he might actually get out. Oh my god, insane.
Saul
hit
can
there.
down onto our Mel, but only level 3 and there's the Ravage. To get that Snapfire kill alone would have been worth it. If you can save Dragon Knight from living, it'll be even bigger. It's gonna have Soul Ring, but it's gonna be really hard.
Oh, that was a really great play from the Snapfire, buying time with the healing salve, hitting everyone with the 2 AoE spells, actually netting them some kills and defending the tower. Really big play there.
Yeah, furthermore, shutting down the Dragon Knight, who was really in a great spot net worth-wise, only getting out-farmed by the Enigma with a farmer Necro Book, no less.
Whereas Enigma is getting super big.
He's saving up for an early blink there. I like this. when you're ahead on Enigma, I feel like buying Blink is always a great option, because then your enemy will not be able to answer it before you already have your next core item after that Blink. Ooh, and that's gonna be it. Tim's gone on by Razor. Can he go for the kill? He gets with slow, just barely connecting.
Yeah, at least the outposts were 50-50.
TNC, they are kind of falling behind on every front except for that Terror Blade. Gabby is still finding an assist, or actually the kill on the Queen of Pain.
I don't know, I feel like they need to stop this Enigma from farming. It's gonna be real devastating if this Enigma is Blink Dagger BKB. Don't feel like they can just let her free farm like that. Anyway, this tide is on bot lane now. Maybe they...
He has a much better...
Oh, they're going on the race, but they're cooking out only the...
And it looks like, yes, they're gonna be the one caught out. Razor. Yeah. Still a little bit too close for comfort there if you ask me, but he is gonna live since TNC don't have Vendetta up or anything.
TNC really wants the tier 1 tower, but meanwhile the Lycan is sitting mid now and yeah, giving that Lycan...
The bottom lane, Tide had to force the teleport up, but it's not gonna be a kill, sadly.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's defending the mid lane now. But Lycan is actually diving him, but... Well, no, actually he's hitting the tower.
Yeah, and I mean Titan should be fine against Lycan here, but if Lycan avoids that anchor slam and then gets in on the Titan without that reduced attack, he still hurts really hard, especially with crit.
Yeah, well, it's really nice that Tide actually TP'd mid and not to base. A lot of players would panic and like TP to base, and he's like sees, oh, this Lycan hitting tower, let me TP there. But yeah,
just imagine you're Razor farming jungle and Dragon Knight Phoenix who are really just trying to get the Dragon Knight some farm and push the top tower. Just find you and press an egg.
So Snapfire actually got level 6 now, maybe they wanna try to utilize that ultimate. It's also really strong, especially with Black Hole. Like, with Black Hole and Snap Ult, I guess they can kill anyone. But right now it's the time to shine for actually the Nyx. Like, if he can set up on people, yeah, it's so nice.
Probably this Enigma, that's a lot of money if he could
has been killed.
Yeah, this Enigma really...
He won't, so instead Phoenix gets got once again on the top lane. March, he may have set up a kill of his own, but... And Phoenix got his trap there really easily too. I mean, I get that he's not supposed to be a tank, but he doesn't need that casual ring of protection or whatever to get himself that 1 extra point of armor, 2 extra point of armor. 10% physical resistance isn't gonna cut it here. Razor on the top lane trying to kill off our Carmel. You could keep this Dragon Knight close long and... Nope. And back to a quiet game state we go, which however is a huge advantage for TNC since it gives Gabby all the farm in the world. This Terrorblade now sitting on top of net worth with a Dragonlance done and a Manta Style as the next item set out.
Actually interesting. We don't really see Dragonlances anymore on Terrorblades, but since he's against Enigma and he just wants to outrange the Black Magically good, they're fighting the Racer here.
They are, yeah, he's just gonna die with that egg committed. He is still surprisingly tanky, so they have to dump the Ravage on. But down he goes. That egg even stunning the Enigma on mid lane, while Neeks and the Snapfire ulted. Oh wow, that's an awesome pause.
Yeah, anyway, the Snapfire just started casting the ultimate. I think Jix can just cancel it and they are fine. Like, looks like a super good fight for TNC. I mean, this Lycan is running in right now, but since they don't have the Racer, this Tidehunter can just be the bodyguard and this Lycan is pretty much not doing much there.
No, I didn't get to take a screen cap. Okay, I did take, but hopefully just in time. that awesome. See that? That's the black hole. So the Osman is going to continue with a kill on Gabby in exchange for the Queen of Pain, who just went down before the pause. Now the Enigma gets jumped on with the ray from the field. A lot of damage is being dealt to everyone on the dire side. Icon tries to dive onto Hermel, but just like the lane, he simply doesn't do any damage, especially not with that angle slam. XCJ. Another tower he should buy.
The Nyx actually fucked up here. He missed the spike carapace and didn't really walk into the gobbles. And I think that's why Terrorblade died.
I mean, that is exactly the kill that Team Sirius need to stay in this game, slow down this game, and just make use of their push here. But this is why I was thinking Lycan shouldn't just be farming all game. Should be playing this more proactively, because this Terrorblade at this rate, I feel like it's just gonna snowball all over Sirius 10-15 minutes from now.
Radiant are scanning. Worthy tribute.
Bound.
Yeah, bounty runes there.
Going 50-50, the outpost as well, so relatively interesting if the teams don't even fight for bounties. Looks like KP, he is very deep in enemy territory, and he may not have realized that he's surrounded by both three army heroes, and now a Snapfire coming in with a cookie available. Then to get support to the Purge into the Anchor Slam. Follow-up slow, but Neeks with the 3-man stun. That's an amazing impale there. Odin blinking forward. It's actually the Blink Dagger just paying off here. As long as KP, yeah, they do get him. So that was the Tide Hunter. Traded for a little bit of space, a little bit of push here. And the Queen of Pain went down in the mid lane to a Lycanthrope, which is a stun despite, well, she got caught by the Neeks anyhow. But it looks like Team Sirius, they want to fight around the bottom, while TNC want to fight around the top lane.
Yeah, no, they also finally got the mid tier 1 tower. Guess they're not defending the top tier 2.
No, but for this top tier 2, they got a mid tier 1 tower. A kill. This bot lane pushed out, and probably another tier 2 tower with the work that Enigma is already putting on this bot tower.
Yeah, right now I think they have really good control over the Rosh area, and Rosh is gonna be pretty important soon. I need to be careful, since they don't have the tier 2 on top lane. They might want to really have this outpost, so in case there's a Rosh fight, they can actually TP there. Like kind of staying on mid.
Yeah, Neeks is gonna get caught, but with that Impale still running for his life, Tim's is finally gonna go down. With the Razor ultimate there, even committed.
Lycan also has Necrobook 3 now. That means, like, from this point on, they're gonna be super fine against Nyx. They can devote all their sentries, they can scout him out.
The push that offers too is gonna be even more insane, as if the Lycan didn't already wreck those towers fast enough.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But I think as long as the Terrorblade keeps farming this way, it's really anyone's game. It's really gonna depend on who gets the first Roche or the first 2 Roches. Gabby, as I say, he needs to keep farming. Team Sirius are gonna try to stop him from doing just that. And oh wow, Razor, he stole the maximum possible damage and then just gets sundered, and Terrorblade walks away. He says, well, you take my damage, I take your help. Whereas Neeks on the bottom lane is just gonna take Snapfire's life without any kind of a trade.
So TNC is kinda sitting on the bot lane right now. I wonder if this opens up a Roshan for Sirius.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Sirius does have the Roche speed, so with one side lane already not having a tier 2 anymore, I think, like, at least when the tier 2 gets pushed, they need to get back here, so...
Oh, something happening there. I actually see the Terrorblade
once again. This time they want him without that Thunder available. Make sure he can just swap himself. And well, he's not going to get that opportunity. Instead, with a Black Hole, kills fast enough before there could even be his teammates to come in and save him, but
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
down goes the Queen of Pain. In exchange for that one, TNC, they still have two amazing BKs. Two frontline for them. Enigma died elsewhere and now dying. So gets Ranat here. Old Stick is still doing a good job kiting them all around. Right on Mel. Gets all of his damage stolen, and it looks like this Razor, he wants to continue with another kill here onto Fims. So it looks like Team Sirius, they have gotten it back to absolutely 0 gold with a Terrorblade this fat. And the Terrorblade is kind of starting to slow down in his item progression. He is still very much getting there because he has eluded sent everywhere to farm, but this is exactly the play they need to make. I feel like if they can push now, Team Sirius may very well take the Series 2-0 here at this pace.
I feel like the longer the game goes and they don't snowball away from gold advantage, the better it is for TNC actually, because if I imagine this Terrorblade being fought and the Tide standing beside him, like how can Lycan run into them or Enigma? Like if they can't hit the BKB Black Hole on Terrorblade, this Terrorblade, this Tide Bodyguard are just gonna wreck the Lycan.
Yeah, and you have the Tide Bodyguard too. You have the Dragonite as your very first and foremost front line. We've seen that in the last side at bottom as well, where the Dragonite
Anyway, they
was just
rushing.
yeah.
And they're scanning. They know it.
They gotta contest this. Sirius,
There's no
they can't throw it.
There's no Black Hole.
Who
There's no
cares
Snapfire out.
Black Hole? They have the Queen of Pain ultimate. They don't have more to this though, but I don't think Sirius are gonna be there in time at all.
What's a nice deck.
Queen of Pain is gonna get the Aegis, so she did not get the last hit steal there. Terrorblade taking the majority of his health plus that's not his fire ultimate. And Razor looking for a kill on Gabby that comes to the BKB. He is looking to run down this Terrorblade. So he deserves a meta. Almost kills off the Razor instead, and Razor will get himself down Tidehunter and now get killed off by the Dragonite himself. Over to the other side of that fight. Terrorblade dropping off really low health, and he's gonna go down. Well, Phoenix runs for his life, but gets taken out as well.
Is under attack.
Very big play from the Queen of Pain actually, using that Sonic Wave to push him away and then stealing the Aegis for free.
Yeah, and honestly, once there's one more right click on the Roche from the Terrorblade or the Dragonite, either one of those hard carries, I think she would have gotten the Roche lasted there too. So Team Sirius, they set up for the perfect play, miss it by just half a second and still get a great play out of it.
I think it was better that way, because if he used the Sonic Wave to last the Roshan, he might not get pushed away fast enough, so he might be able to pick up the Aegis.
Oh, so you're saying this is safe trade, you don't have a chance for getting any gold, but in exchange for not risking the chance, you then get a guaranteed Aegis.
I'm sure it's too risky to try to last the Roshan there.
Alright, that's fair entirely, and I mean that kind of pain ultimate it also dealt a lot of damage, setting up the fight after. Still, this is now once again a really close game. After all, Team TNC, all they need to do is not lose this game. That's really their only winning condition. If they play not to lose for another 20 minutes, this Terrorblade is just gonna win. You saw the damage he dealt there in the team fight already, he's only gonna snowball harder.
Yeah, also if you look at the net worth, this Dragonite is actually on the top, like... Armels is performing insanely here, and he's going for the big dragon.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. We're gonna see him fly all over the place, get even more of those amazing dragon tails out. Speaking of stunts though, the Neeks, it's gonna get stunned. It's gonna eat a dagger. Lose back Carpus as well, and...
Big Dragon is actually really good against Enigma, since it also gives you more magic resistance, and also pretty good against the Lycan, since it gives you 20% extra attack speed slow on all his minions.
Oh, look at that Lycan go ham on the Terrorblade, but can't quite.
Yeah, no TP cancel. Really nice from Gabby here to just TP out.
Yeah, this Terrorblade, he knows by now that every time he shows on the map, the enemy team is gonna focus him, is gonna try to shut him down, because he's really the only target that could jeopardize Sirius' very strong game state here towards the late game. So Armel, I mean, Dragonite scales pretty well. He's about on par with a Lycanthrope.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can get really good black holes in the late game, since
Dire's middle
TNC
tower
kinda
is
has
under attack.
2 range cores and a annoying frontline tight hunters, so it's gonna be really hard to walk up to them and actually get the cores into the black hole.
And now the bot tier 2 is gonna get pushed in by TNC, who are
Dire's
not
structures
only
are
happy not to
fortified.
lose anymore, they say they're gonna take objectives, they're just gonna siege here. Despite no major objective opening that, but they have the vision to allow them to go for this push without getting punished too hard. Smoke comes in from the backline, so making sure to anticipate the vision there. And it could be Neeks, but he gets out of there immediately. At least the tier 2 is still standing.
Yeah, they don't wanna fight here, they don't have TK ult. Would be great if they can get out, but they might actually get caught here.
Well, no, I don't think so. Team Sirius, they expect it to be a trap, they expect there to be a Neeks assassin just waiting with the stun.
Alright, so Terrorblade is sitting right now already at 30 armor. So he has the effective HP from like 8,000 HP right now. And even if the Lycan hits you for like 5-6 seconds, it's not enough to kill you. So he's super tanky right now and he's gonna get even more tanky.
Yeah, so the thing of Sirius is they have a push strat, obviously. So they're gonna reach that point, especially now that they're finally getting this bot tier 2. If they could
Radiant's
then
bottom
slow
tower
push
is
that
under
top tier 2,
attack.
just even if you just do it with the creeps while fighting yourself or trying not to fight,
Radiant's
depending
bottom
on how
tower
scary
has
this
fallen.
Terrorblade really is in the next team fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Sirius, I
attack.
feel like if they can just set themselves up for that position where they can get Megas in one single push, and then try to smoke behind the Terrorblade or the Dragonite or the Tidehunter for that matter, take any one of those 3 fight enablers out for TNC. Oh, speaking of which, that Tidehunter is immediately gonna get a purge, but with Razor's damage output, that does not matter.
Ashes will fall like...
Yeah, I think right now it's just about who controls more of the map and farms more up. Both teams are super strong, especially in late game. They just need to... The team that gets more gold is gonna win, I guess.
Really? I mean, I think at some point Sirius just are gonna fall off if they don't try to finish soon here. But I mean, Lycan scales pretty well, especially if you can just sell your boots, replace them with a core item, and still not suffer any major movement penalties for it.
Also, if they get control of the full map, you can like use wolves to push one lane, use necros to farm like your own jungle, with the dominator creep plus the hero farm like the triangle, and the rest of his team can like farm more. So if they can take control of the map, the Lycan can literally farm the whole map, and then he can turn into a really nasty carry. Also, what we haven't talked about, maybe this Lycan could actually go for Aghanim Scepter here and use it on Razor. I'm not sure how good that actually would be, but might actually be pretty fun.
You get all of the shapeshift effects, right?
Yeah,
on your ally.
But he is gonna turn into melee. I'm not sure how Static Link and the melee attack range work together, but I think he should still be attacking, right? Even if he's not in melee range.
Yeah. If it's part of a skill, or well, it's not an auto attack skill, like when you can right click to apply to your auto attack, like Walrus Punch. So I don't think it works because all only the ones you can like right click on, they depend on your attack range.
I'm professional custom hero chaos player, and Static Link works on melee heroes.
Nice.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is
We
under
gotta
attack.
push too, by the way, from Sirius up against TNC. They both want to make a tower push happen here. That bot tier 2 finally falling could be devastating for Team Sirius, because every tower, like you said, the team that gets more gold wins. But another thing that really matters is the team that gets more control of the map wins the bout to get the next Roche, and the Roche is gonna be up in just a minute or so.
Okay, this Enigma is going for
Dire's middle tower
Turing
is
Core.
under
Pretty
attack.
interesting. I would have expected a refresher here.
Yes, finally
Radiant
someone who
are
goes for
scanning.
Terrain Core over Refresher Orb. I love it so much. I don't think it's better necessarily. On the contrary, for Sirius, it may actually be the one case where Octavine Core isn't that good compared to, well, at least teamfight wise, a refresher, because Team Sirius, they just need to take like 1 or 2 clean team fights.
Alright, this Nyx might catch someone. He's stealing the double damage. Oh, maybe he's going on the Enigma. Stun from Invis. He doesn't like enough
The
for
laser
up.
coming in.
Oh, actually the Ravage. But he's getting out. He's fine.
Yeah, it looks like we got a team fight coming out of this, so with getting that stolen now. There's the follow-up cookie. There's BKB on this. There's another BKB on Enigma. That's a huge black hole onto nearly 3 people. And Terrorblade Gabby, who was barely sidestepping that black hole in time.
He's
versus
the ultimate on Terrorblade. He might be fine.
No. Oh, I don't think so. Okay, maybe with the creep shot. Oh, if the creep hadn't AFK'd there, I think he was just dead. In comes the Snapfire ult, looking for him, but they're not gonna find Terrorblade. That was the one kill they really wanted there.
Yeah.
Despite the Enigma being traded for 2.
That was kinda misplay or miscommunication. Like, you could see the damage is not gonna be enough and team was far away. But yeah, there's the kill on the Lycan. Now it's turning into something really good.
Speaking of misplays, yeah. The Snapfire gonna get killed up as well. And guess what? Roshan literally now respawned.
Like, I don't know, it was a really bad start from TNC, like wasting that Ravage there without killing Enigma, and Enigma still getting a pretty good black hole, but in the end it turned pretty well, and now it looks like they might even get a free Roshan, but on the other side they potentially have buybacks and outposts to TP too, so not sure, maybe they're gonna decide, alright, let's go without black hole, but I think they should just give up Roshan probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, giving up a Roche could just get this Terrorblade to where he needs to be to kind of always keep outscaling that Lycanthrope, to kind of never give Lycanthrope a pom back.
The thing about Aegis is it's actually not that good, because once you use meta and die, you're not gonna have meta after, and the same about Dragon Form, and giving your Titan Aegis is also not an option, so all you can kinda use the Aegis for is trying to bait some skills or ultimates, but in the end it's not gonna be that valuable like on any other team.
I guess. But that is the main use of the Aegis, yeah, just keeping you alive in that team fight and baiting out big spells here. However, another thing that I've been thinking of is TNC, they have troubles going high ground right now. Or like, that matter pushing any contested objectives. They've already struggled with the bottom tier 2 tower, so if they want to go high ground, I feel like that Aegis is going to be invaluable on the Terrorblade, because even if Terrorblade gets killed off and doesn't have meta anymore after hitting a tower and metamorphosis, if you can then get your Terrorblade out, just trade the Aegis for a tier 3 tower or something, it would really open that dire base for the side of TNC to continue sending Illus in to push that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was just about to say it actually really scares me that they have no black hole cancel, but Tide actually just decided to build one. He's going for a Whistle Blade. Whistle Blade Tide, boys.
Yes, that's meta, like I love to see it. Wacky, it doesn't make any sense, and it feels like we're literally just making this up as we go to troll League of Legends players for the uninitiated. That's how I like my Dota. I mean, once this Tide Hunter gets himself a Basher going, the Basher is already huge, so can Anchor Smash Pro? I think it can, right?
Ask again.
Anchor Smash can just bash, right?
Yes, it can.
Good. I thought so.
But only one target.
Yeah. Same with like Slayer Fist too. Upgrading to Abyssal Blade also doesn't cause it to remove cooldown from the like normal passive bash completely, right?
Yeah, still a innate cooldown, yes.
Yeah, it doesn't say on the page of Abyssal Blade, and for a while it didn't, which is why there is no cooldown that put there, but pretty sure it still says so to this day. Yeah, there is no cooldown under the bash specifically, there's only the overwhelm.
Yeah, but it's still in the item, you just don't see it.
I thought so. That's really too bad, because imagine what a bunch of heroes like Tidehunter and Monkey King could do then. Dragon Knight now opting for an Assault Curse. That's also
Radiant's
going to help
middle tower
TNC
is under attack.
with that issue of being able to go high ground against a team with this much high ground
Dire's bottom
defense,
tower
which I
has
don't even
fallen.
think they picked up intentionally. It's just that Razor, Enigma, Snapfire, those heroes happen to work out really well if you have vision advantage.
Actually, really interesting. Usually the
Radiant's middle
Dragon Knights
tower is
never
under
take the
attack.
level 10 press fire damage
Dire's
reduction
bottom
talent,
tower is under
but he actually took it on Decade to reduce the damage of the Lycan. Especially with Tide, it's a nice combo. They have like 130% damage reduction. Anyway, this Lycan is kinda split pushing.
Yeah, not just kind. He is really going for that split.
Alright,
Pushing.
Tide TP, they wanna catch the Lycan, but I guess they just got forced out and they're gonna keep farming there.
Yeah, it feels like Sirius. As the game goes longer, they are starting to have some. There's just some issues with their maneuvering, with their, you know. If we look at TNC, they move as a unit continuously, and then when they farm, they already arrange who's gonna farm where, who's gonna farm which part of the map, kind of, so the Terrorblade and the Dragon Knight aren't just griefing one another constantly. Whereas Team Sirius, they are just kind of all doing their own thing, and then every now and then go like, hey guys, you wanna group up, do some plays together. This Neeks catch could be one. Looks like, well, they did have a rough idea that there was going to be Invis sneaks in this area. They did not think it was.
Actually see the mana burn damage. It's
Yes. And I think the fight. Oh no, wait, fight recap doesn't show split damage. It's not like from the player perspective. But yeah, that was huge.
Radiant's bottom
They
tower
didn't even
is
need to
under
dump
attack.
any ult there. Sunray, mana burn, and Impale gonna
Dire's
bring down
middle tower is under
instantaneously.
attack.
But luckily,
Phoenix
it's
Queen.
only a support crop, so who cares, kinda.
And I mean, let's check the intelligence values.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, so this Snapfire is on the wrong side of the map, but he's getting some space there, but well, Nyx catching her. Meanwhile, they are actually hitting the high ground on TNC.
Yeah, TNC, now that they have that Aegis, they are not even going to use the Metamorphosis to the towers. Considering how they already have that huge Black Dragon online, they are just going to have the Terrorblade walk up the high ground every now and then, knowing full well he can live through it. And
They know right now they only have 3 heroes, okay, they can do whatever they want.
well, that's one buyback forced out here. So
Well, they don't have creeps for now, and everyone up again now, they actually need to be careful here.
yeah,
Looks like that Lycan skipped a bit, and he nearly also got the courier.
still looks like TNC should be able to take it from here, to be honest. But a lot of that is also gonna depend on that next Aegis and on that next Roche fight.
Aegis is gonna time out in 20 seconds, if I'm right.
Yeah, should be about on point.
So they couldn't really utilize it, but actually it gave them a lot of more map pressure to farm more on the map, so it was still a good Aegis since they can increase their farm.
I mean, honestly, they took that mid-tier 3. That's
Okay,
already worth an
Right
Aegis.
now the Lycan is pushing top and everyone is behind him. If they try again to like put one hero against the Lycan to stop him from splitting, they might actually die here. This might be a good trap or not.
Radiant's top tower is under
We're gonna
attack.
figure that one out soon. Oh, there's 2 heroes. I think they want to go for a kill here for a 2v1 and are now... It's nice. They don't see the Enigma there yet. Staying out of vision very carefully while the Lycan is the only one showing himself.
Yep. Meanwhile, while they're sitting with 5 people there, the Terrorblade is pushing 2 lanes at the same time. So the longer they stay there and don't do anything, the worse the situation on the map gets by Terrorblade applying pressure.
Oh, if you think this is a bad situation, you do not want to look at Terrablade's net worth. He has nearly 25k net worth.
Yeah.
He is sitting on 4k in his inventory already, like poor Slaughter.
He also just hit level 20 and now he has the image duration time increase, and this is actually pretty big. This allows him to push like up to 1 more wave on every lane, and the illusions have so much more reach.
Yeah, this is gonna start becoming a huge first series quite soon. Especially with that tier 3 down already. Sirius are gonna be forced to defend every single time Illusions just walk down the mid lane into the base here, because from there on out that Terrorblade
TNC
one
is
point or
smoking.
another. I wonder what they're gonna find with this smoke, because it's pretty far from the bot lane where there's actually potential for action happening, but they do have the Neeks Assassin after all, who is a prime initiator. There's Skull Basher as well.
Oh boy, he might catch the Razor here. He's actually catching the Razor. Oh,
nope.
Oof. Ah, too bad. That was so close.
Yeah, I think we agree on that too bad, because we just our fair share of kills, our fair share of action happened here and the game 3. So here's to hoping Fnatic take a game before we can go back to being proper impartial and all that. But right now, it looks like they can do that really well, as long as this Terrorblade doesn't get caught, doesn't get locked down without being able to thunder.
Terrorblade is microing his illusions really well, always pushing and splitting 2 lanes at a time. Like, actually, this is one of the best Terrorblade micros I've seen in quite a while. So, Gabby is playing super good here, actually.
Yeah, Gabby is one of the better Terrorblade players. There are a couple of other heroes you would, or players you would really enjoy watching in this tournament on the Terrorblade. I've seen a lot of amazing micro from him. I've seen a lot of players play StarCraft instead of Dota here. Well, on that Terrorblade.
Alright.
Oh, there's the Rabbit. And perfect initiation on the right, on the Razor who does not have buyback. There's the Black Hole on the Terrorblade. If they can get the Terrorblade for the Razor, oh, they get the Terrorblade just to Neeks, since Neeks did not see that BKB coming. This is now anyone's fight. The Terrorblade does have buyback while the Enigma turns well and went down to Dragon Knight there. Dragon Knight, so look at that Lightning Throw, that's Queen of Pain damage. With the Queen of Pain behind him, Megan Throw actually has some serious damage potential. Added to his already powerful toolkit. Queen of Pain now has to run away from there, but that was such a good start of the fight for Team TNC. Then an instantly nice response from Sirius, but now TNC won the fight and get to push here.
Yeah, this Lycan just doesn't have any damage if he just walks straight into the enemies. They're just gonna use Breathfire and Tight Hunter, and this Lambert will deal 0 damage.
Yeah, no, that's really close to 0 damage. He is for like 110. The Lightning Throw deals less damage than the Queen of Pain right click, but the Enigma buybacking to defend the base is gonna get a full-blown team wipe here eventually after Titan finally goes down.
Yeah, but it's still super expensive, all those buybacks, and TNC can just chill, and well, the next Roshan will be up pretty soon now, and if they can get a Roshan now and then kill someone without buyback, this might be just the game.
I mean, the Roche is up in 7 to 8 seconds. Whoever gets the next Roche gets a huge advantage. But TNC, they have buybacks, they have the Terrorblade. They just seem in a better spot because they do not have to worry about the health of their base and about Megas just yet. Whereas Team Sirius, who are capable of delivering that, well, if they can get Megas here, I think they can just as well finish from wherever they are in a position to take Megas on the side of the Radiant here, but I don't know, Team Sirius, if they find a good engagement, plus like a really good smoke gank or something to start a fight off. Or they just get a Roche and then run on towards the high ground. Their push is still scary enough that if the Terrorblade and the Dragon Knight both are dead and can't defend against the creep army, towers are just gonna melt.
Oh boy, I'm actually a fan. He did by the Octarine core, he actually went into Aghanims, and now they actually have insane damage on this Enigma.
Yeah, I agree with that play. I mean, I still love the Octarine core on the Enigma. The cooldown read is really huge, especially when you then get a refresh orb as well.
Anyway,
but now
Roche fight happening. I think this Phoenix can be game winning now. Like, I think the win condition here is kinda placing the X super early so that Enigma can't just go and Black Hole, because the Phoenix stun, X stun is the only stun that goes through BKB. That's the only Black Hole cancel they have. So they kinda need to place it super preemptively just to stop this Enigma from black holing.
Okay, I can get behind that. So it depends. Then it's really gonna be, can Sirius disengage and re-engage a time or not? That would just be putting their team play to the test here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Since, I mean, it's the same with things that go that don't go through big, or that get by BKB, like global silence as silence is bad, of course. I've learned the hard way what happens when you prep that ultimate too early. Phoenix could learn it as well.
They got a Witless Shaco on Radiant, and giving that item to the Terrorblade gives him literally a free heart. The Terrorblade is gonna sit and literally 7k HP.
Well, I hope you're hyped for game number 3 because I most certainly think there's gonna be one now.
5k, he already had it in inventory.
Or wait, no, actually this isn't that good for Team TNC as I thought because Enigma has that agonist.
Yeah, but still, he just needs to survive the black hole and then he can Santa, and this gives him a higher chance to survive, since all the other damage is not percent based.
Yeah, but 14% of your health times 4. Is it current or max? It's max, right? So if he gets double midnight pulls, one from the black hole and one from the normal midnight pulls on that Terror Blade, it's gonna feel like 3k damage just in midnight pulls takes the black hole damage.
Alright, they're going in.
Oh, Dolem, can he pull that off though? Does he have the? He does have a double black hole now available, and there is a stick on the Queen of Pain. So Team Sirius, it's like they itemize just for this Roche fight here.
Oh boy, I hope they didn't see that the Lycan altered.
Oh, it could be devastating. That's gonna be a minute of. Oh no, I think they definitely saw Wolf there.
They needed to hide that they wasted the Lycan ult.
And all of a sudden, it's TNC running at their opponents again. The tides once again changing here.
Oh, I don't know. They need to chill here. They really need the Lycan ult up. It's so hard without the Lycan ult. Can they defend this? Like,
they have to. Oh. I think they just have to go in. Oh, now would be a good time for. Yeah, they have no way of putting this into the dire.
I really think they can't run at them. They need to stall time 20 seconds to get it like an ult up. And an
15 and oh, that was the black hole, but that was an instant missile blow. Oh my goodness, GG. That was 2 black holes in a row, just one getting tackled, the other one missing. The edge goes up on. Is trying to get his up out of there, but the Enigma's dead for 2 minutes. Razor up for his life. Old Chick finally gets that ultimate going and almost kills off the Phoenix. Now goes for that Titan to make sure that he can never get both of those damage reductions on him. But now it's Terror Blade and Dragon Knight up against the solo like. And I think it's just GG.
Oh boy. Like, I don't wanna be Enigma right now. Like, this must feel so bad to know exactly that you're the only reason you kinda threw the game off. Like, he actually should have known that the tide... Wait, what actually cancelled it? Who has the Abyssal Blade? The Nyx Assassin, I see.
He said Invis behind him when the black hole was happening, and instantly Abyssal Blade is on him. Oh, and it looks like he's gonna try that kind of coffee play once again. Queen of Pain does have a shield stick to keep himself alive, and with TNC going for the ancient Razor, having a buyback ready perhaps they can defend this. Like it's gonna start split pushing it, it's gonna try to defend now. Razor bites back. They just need to defend, they don't necessarily need to kill them all. They just need to pay a little bit more time to snap a fire and try to then turn around, but we're not even gonna defend this long enough as Lycan goes down and game number 3 high. Oh man. For the sake of the feelings, let's not talk about this game anymore and just move on to the next, but it's been amazing. It's been